Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. Here I make Affinity fun and easy to learn. In this video I'll be showing you how to use basic tools to create complex shapes inside of Affinity to achieve something like this. If this is something you're interested in, kindly subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss any videos I'll be dropping anytime from now. Without having to say much, let's get started. So this is my interface. I'm using a 1920 by 1080 pixel, and I'm just going to go over and drag my reference file. You can see this was created using Affinity, right? So by the end of this video, you will know how to create all of these shapes inside of Affinity. All right, so let's place it somewhere here. So I'm going to go over to my rectangle tool. I'm going to go draw a rectangle like this, right? So that's the first thing. So the next thing you're going to do is duplicate this, right? So make a duplicate copy like this and bring this downward. Now with this one, I'm just going to take this in like this, right? Now going back to this, I'm going to make rounded corners out of this, and to do that I'm going to use the corner tool. So highlight the four corners like this, and I'm going to make a rounded corner like this. All right, so I have my rounded corners ready, and everything is set. Let me see, select them and make it okay. I'm okay with this. Convert it to curve by right clicking on it. So let's work on this. So I'm going to use the color. This is supposed to be this guy here, this one here. So I'm just going to use my eyedropper tool to sample the color. Oops, that's wrong. So let's do that again. Use the eyedropper to select, yes, so that's the color. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and create this. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to, okay, so I will have to convert this to curve. So right click, convert to curve like this, and put a node here. Just click once and drag this inside. But we don't have that round corner like the one I created here. So to achieve this, select this node. With this node selected, go over to where you have your corner tool here like this, and bring this out to have a corner feel like this. Now to push it further inside, hold down Shift and Control to move it around like this. And basically that's all, right? So to balance things up, convert this to curve and remove the outline and clip it inside of the first rectangle, right? But let me quickly change the background of my artboard so it doesn't mess with the color I have inside. Okay, good. Now that I have this, I'm good to go. So select this guy and move it on top of this to clip it to that shape, right? So I have this in place. So make a duplicate copy of this, Ctrl J, and I'm just going to give this white. Take this down, and I have it somewhere here. So you can select it and move it to the front by using your arrow key, and you have this nice effect, right? So you can move it up or down freely. Now click on the rectangle and click on fill and drag something like this, right? Now on the points, make sure that is white. This one here is white. And this one here, we're going to use something like this green. But from look of things, it's quite, it's too much. Right? So just drag it out. And of course, you can change the gradient flow here. You can click on the green and reduce the opacity here like this. Right? So this is another way to actually get flexible and edit things quickly inside of Affinity. Okay, so I'm just going to select this information here, this info. I'm going to move this up to the topmost part of the layers. And also I'm going to bring this in too. So I'm bringing this one in also. So I'm just going to make this big here and fill it up here. Okay, so now that I have my text, it's beginning to look like it. So let's try and create this pattern inside here. Now to achieve this, you can either use the pen tool or use the shape. But I'm going to use the rectangle to create this. Now this is what I'm going to do. So with the rectangle selected, I'm going to draw something like this. Right? I'm going to make it thinner like this. And I'm going to extend from both ends, from top to bottom, like this. Keep extending until it gets your desired height. Okay, so somewhere around here is good. So I'm going to make a copy of this. Make sure the space apart is not too much. Somewhere around here is good. Then what you need to do is press Ctrl J to make several copies of this. Well, make sure everything you started on a straight line. Right? So keep pressing Ctrl J. That's what I'm doing now. And until you get your desired amount of the required shape. Okay, I think this has covered that part you want to use it for. So I'm just going to stop here. So I'm going to select all of these rectangles, right? So I'm going to move down from the first one, which is this one here. I'm going to scroll up, hold down Shift and select the first one, right? You can see I have them all selected. I'm going to weld them with the Boolean command there, Boolean operation. And I'm going to change to white, just white. I don't want any gradient. So I'm going to put it on it and I'm going to make this bigger again. Rotate like this. And of course, you want to make this bigger. Reduce the opacity. And what you need to do is we're going to make a creepy mask, drag it inside of that same rectangle, right? So as you can see, it's interfering with the whole thing. So we need to drag it inside of this one here. So when you click, you can see it's already inside. So all you need to do is open up this, click on this and reduce the opacity. So at 4, we are good to go. So if you have any questions, if you have something you don't understand, this session is for you. So if you've not registered for the Mastering Design and Creativity, it's a one-on-one session for if you're a beginner or professional. If you have any questions, this is where you get to ask me questions. So moving on, let's create the shadow here. Click, 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 and make it black. And I'm going to use the transparency tool here and create something like this. So you can choose to make it any color of your choice, just to spice it up, remove the outline. And of course, I'm going to add Gaussian blur to this to make it realistic. And I'm just going to drag this down. Oops. Okay, so make sure you're dragging the right way. So make sure it's below this and not part of the clipping mask. Move this up slightly and we're good to go. Okay, so somewhere around here it's fine. So what you want to do now is make a duplicate copy of this. Hold down Shift while moving across to keep it on a straight line. Okay, so now that I have this in place, I'm going to apply gradients to it, G for gradients, and I'm going to drag like this from this point to this point. Right, to create the same gradient I used in the first place. Right. I'm just going to adjust this way. And of course, you can see we have our nice shape, text, everything intact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this group green. So to create other colors, this is what you need to do. I'm just going to move this up here like this using the arrow key. Click on this green here, this one. Click on Ctrl J and make copy of this. Hold down Shift and use the arrow key to move this down. So with this one, I'm just going to, like in previous videos, I'm just going to change this. So this is going to be 04, like, and of course the colors, let me just put everything back to black, or let me use this red because I'm going to make these guys red. So click on this one here, click on G on your keyboard to activate the gradient. I'm just going to change this to red, click on this point, red, and of course I'm going to spice things up to make it a darker red to give me this nice looking gradient. Look at how beautiful it is. Okay, so I'm just going to push this inside, and of course we're good to go. Right, so if you don't want the shadows colored like this, you can choose to just select everything and of course make it a black color like this, and then everybody goes home happy. Of course, if it's too much, you can reduce the shadow, and this is what you get at the end of the day. So if you like this video, make sure you click the subscribe and make sure you share. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.
With over 1,000 premium fonts, over 100 high-quality PSD flyer templates, over 700 icons, over 3,000 premium stock photos, 3,000 plus high-resolution backgrounds, 1,000 plus 3D and PNG assets, editable PSD templates, and lots more. If you're a creative designer, UI, UX, or web designer, the Smart Designer's graphics assets will make your life much more easier.